New footage of Vonoff1700 behind bars has the internet talking for all the wrong reasons. Between his viral arrest, the mugshot that spread across social media, and the chilling stories he later shared about life inside jail, the young Chicago rapper's journey has taken a heartbreaking turn. But before the rumors get mixed with reality, let's separate what's actually confirmed from what's simply circulating online. The footage making the rounds shows Vonoff1700 and his brother Brickoff1700 being arrested after officers allegedly discovered 2 firearms inside their vehicle. That single body cam video has been clipped, reposted, slowed down, and analyzed from every possible angle across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Millions of viewers have watched the tense exchange between the brothers and police, turning a real-life arrest into viral entertainment. Then came the mugshot, a separate video explaining how Vonoff1700 ended up posing for that now famous booking photo quickly exploded online. Before long, the image had been transformed into memes, tribute edits, reaction videos, and countless reposts, becoming one of the most recognizable photos associated with the rapper. What made the story even more compelling was Von himself. Instead of avoiding the footage, he sat down and reacted to it publicly, walking viewers through the arrest moment by moment. As the body cam video played, he explained exactly what was running through his mind while officers had him on the ground. That reaction gave fans something they rarely get, the opportunity to hear the story directly from the person living it. Just when it seemed the conversation was finally beginning to fade, another wave of headlines hit social media. Last week, the account Vonoff1500 claimed that Vonoff1700 had been arrested once again. The post quickly caught the attention of No Jumper, which reshared it to its massive audience. Within hours, the upload had already crossed the 100,000 view mark, reigniting debates about the rapper's future. As always, the comments section exploded. One user, known as Twan, joked about what happens to people once they're locked up, writing, "That dude's about to spit in his A, if you know you know." Another commenter, Nerd, took a different approach, saying his fat ass need to work out in there. A third user, posting as Might Life Crisis, offered perhaps the simplest reaction of all. "Damn, stay out the streets, young kings." 3 completely different perspectives, all appearing beneath the same post within hours of each other. Around the same time, Rap Catchup shared its own update, reporting that Chicago rapper Vonoff1700 had recently been arrested. The page made it clear that the exact charges had not yet been confirmed, noting that much of the information was coming from posts shared by people close to the rapper before any official announcement had been released. That same wording quickly spread across Instagram, where fan pages repeated the claim, generating thousands of additional comments, reposts, and reactions. And that's what makes this story different. People aren't reacting to just one video. They're reacting to an entire timeline. There's the original body cam footage showing Von and his brother in handcuffs. There's the viral mugshot. There's Von's own reaction explaining the arrest from his perspective. And now there are fresh claims suggesting he's back behind bars once again. When someone searches Vonoff1700's name today, all of those moments appear together, blending into what feels like one continuous story, a talented young artist repeatedly finding himself caught in the same cycle. Still, it's important to separate verified facts from internet speculation. One outlet that investigated the latest rumors found that the renewed arrest story was largely based on posts from only a couple of social media accounts. At the time those claims began circulating, there were no publicly released court records, no official police statement, and no major news organization confirming that a new arrest had actually taken place. No body cam footage of this alleged incident has surfaced either. What is confirmed, however, is Vonoff1700's documented legal history. That's why so many people were quick to believe the new reports. When someone has already gone viral for a previous arrest, when their mugshot has already become internet content, and when they've openly discussed their legal struggles, another rumor doesn't feel like a rumor anymore. To many fans, it simply feels like the next chapter. That's why these videos resonate so deeply. People aren't just watching another headline scroll across their phones. They're hearing Von narrate his own arrest. They're watching his brother standing beside him in the same situation. and fans who followed his rise from the success of Walkdown to signing a major label deal are now watching someone they believed had escaped the streets appear to be pulled right back into them. But the body cam footage and the mugshot are only the beginning, because according to Von himself, what happened after those jail doors closed was far more difficult than anything viewers saw on camera. He's spoken openly about the fear, the violence, and the experiences behind bars that permanently changed the way he views life. And that's where this story becomes far more than another viral arrest. To truly understand why those videos have struck such a nerve, you first have to understand who Davon Meeks, better known as Vonoff1700, really is, where he came from, and how he ended up carrying a gun in the first place. Arrested, released, back on stage, all within what feels like the same never-ending news cycle. Fans aren't simply watching a rapper get arrested and move on with his life. They're watching a pattern repeat itself over and over again. And that's exactly why the latest rumors spread so quickly. When Jilla of 1500 claimed that Von of 1700 had been arrested again, very few people questioned it. The footage from his previous arrest was still circulating everywhere, making the new allegations feel believable before anyone had seen a single official document. Normally, rumors slow down when there's no evidence. Not this time. There were no police reports, no court filings, and no confirmation from any major news organization, yet none of that mattered to many fans, because Von's past had already done the convincing for them. As one outlet covering the story pointed out, nothing had been officially confirmed. Instead, people were connecting the latest claims to his very real legal history dating back to 2021, allowing old events to fuel brand new panic. That's the tension running beneath this entire story. Von has explained, in his own words, why he carried firearms. The body cam footage shows the consequences of those decisions playing out in real time. And after watching him move in and out of legal trouble for years, many fans have reached the point where another arrest rumor feels less like a surprise and more like an expectation.
The gun cases aren't just chapters in his story. They're the thread connecting everything, from the 8-year-old boy who watched his uncle get murdered to the young rapper whose arrest footage continues to rack up millions of views online. But the arrest itself is only half the story. The part that truly stays with people begins after the jail doors close. Getting arrested on camera is one thing. Explaining what happens after the cameras stop rolling is something entirely different. During an interview that has since been broken into countless viral clips, Von spoke candidly about his time behind bars, describing an environment that looked nothing like the image often glorified in drill music. That distinction matters. Drill records frequently celebrate toughness, survival, and fearlessness. Von's own experiences inside jail stripped much of that mythology away. He described living among inmates responsible for brutal violence, explaining how quickly any illusion of being street tough disappears once you're locked inside with people who have nothing left to lose. One story in particular has continued to circulate across social media. Von recalled sharing space with an inmate who reportedly had a face tattoo representing every person he had assaulted while incarcerated. It's the kind of detail that almost sounds fictional, until you remember that Von wasn't repeating prison folklore. He was describing someone he personally lived beside, someone he couldn't simply walk away from. Then there's the arrest that put him there in the first place. Von admitted that when officers came after him, he tried to run. He didn't make it far. He tripped over a gate, fell, and was caught almost immediately. Looking back, he describes that moment as a turning point, not because it felt like a dramatic movie scene, but because it was the instant reality finally caught up with every decision he'd been making. For Von, the lesson was brutally simple. Whatever danger exists on the streets, prison operates under an entirely different set of rules. He's also spoken about his first physical confrontation behind bars, an experience referenced in interview clips often titled Firsts, where he explains exactly what went through his mind the first time violence found him inside a jail cell. That kind of honesty carries a different weight. A body cam video shows the arrest. An interview shows the aftermath. It shows a young man looking back, admitting that jail wasn't something he could fight his way through or talk his way out of. Perhaps the most revealing part of all is how closely Von connects those experiences to his own philosophy.
He's repeatedly explained that in his world, carrying a gun, even if it meant risking another prison sentence, felt safer than walking the streets unarmed. To many listeners, that sounds like bravado. To Vaughn, it sounds more like survival. Not a boast, not an excuse, an explanation. It's the mindset that kept leading him back into the same situations, even after probation, even after earlier arrests should have served as warnings. And that's where the real heartbreak in this story lives. It isn't simply that a young rapper with a major label deal keeps finding himself in legal trouble. It's that he's personally described just how terrifying the alternative can be once those prison doors slam shut. The violence, the constant pressure, the survival mentality, the close friend he lost in a car theft-related incident that continues to shape the way he talks about grief and loyalty. Every new clip of Vaughn behind bars carries the weight of everything he's already shared. Fans who know the story about the inmate with the face tattoos, who remember him describing his first fight in jail, who watched him explain how he tripped over that gate while trying to escape. They're not watching another anonymous suspect being arrested. They're watching someone whose life they already understand, someone who has allowed them to hear both the public headlines and the private consequences. That's why these videos continue to resonate long after the headlines disappear. And as the newest rumors continue spreading online, they're colliding with a career that had genuinely begun moving in the opposite direction. Musically, Vonoff1700 was building real momentum. His deal with Signal Records under Columbia wasn't handed to him. It was earned through strong streaming numbers, viral success built around a Gucci Mane sample, and a debut project featuring respected names from Chicago's drill scene. The deluxe edition even added G Herbo, a cosign that carries genuine weight in a city where respect isn't freely given. That's a career built over years, not something erased by one viral clip. At the very same time, however, his legal history refuses to stay in the past. Every career milestone seems to be followed by another reminder of the Bodycam footage with his brother, another repost of the Mugshot, another discussion about gun charges, and now another wave of unverified arrest claims that exploded after Vonoff1700's post was amplified by No Jumper, reaching well over 100,000 viewers before any official confirmation existed. The reactions arrived instantly.
Some people joked, others begged him to leave the streets behind. Everyone reacted before anyone actually knew what had happened. That gap between verified facts and viral speculation says almost as much as the story itself. People didn't need proof. They already believed the outcome because they'd seen this cycle before. The old footage, the old mugshot, the interviews explaining why he believed carrying a gun was necessary. Everything was already sitting in the public consciousness. Whether this latest arrest is eventually confirmed or quietly fades away, the emotional response had already been locked in. And that's why these stories continue to spread so quickly. Vonoff1700 isn't viewed as some distant celebrity whose legal troubles feel detached from reality. He's seen as a kid from Chicago's West Side who watched his uncle die at 8 years old, grew up sharing a home with 10 siblings, lost close friends to violence, survived prison, and openly spoke about the experiences that changed him forever. Every new headline adds another layer to a story fans already know. Even the Bodycam footage featuring his brother, Vonoff1700, gives the situation another emotional dimension. This isn't just the story of one rapper, it's the story of two brothers making the same dangerous decisions on the same streets and ending up in the same pair of handcuffs. That's what transforms a viral clip into something far more difficult to ignore. So where does everything stand today? The truth is that Von's life continues to move between two completely different worlds. One week, he's performing on stage, with shows like The Forge and Joliet lined up as if nothing happened. The next week, social media is flooded with fresh arrest rumors before anyone can verify a single detail.
Whether those latest claims ultimately prove true or disappear like countless internet rumors before them, the deeper pattern remains unchanged. As Von himself explained during his Vlad TV interview, he never believed he was choosing between danger and safety. He believed he was choosing between two different kinds of danger. And he's been living inside that choice since long before anyone knew the name Vonoff1700. That's what makes this story so much bigger than another viral arrest. It's years of body cam footage, mugshots, interviews, confessions, and rumors all layered together into the life of one young man from Chicago's West Side, a man whose music was inspired by his reality, only for that same reality to keep pulling him back toward the life he was trying to escape. Whatever happens next, fans are hoping the next viral clip they see isn't another pair of handcuffs, but the moment he finally breaks the cycle for good.